I want to share something about women's unhappiness that will completely shift how you see every sigh, every critique, every subtle gesture of disapproval. And before you assume this is some bitter rant, understand, this comes from years of watching countless relationships, including my own failures, and noticing patterns so consistent they feel like natural laws. There's a program running deep in the psyche, planted in childhood, reinforced by society, that fuels dissatisfaction no matter the circumstances. Unless you recognize this dynamic, you'll spend your life apologizing for things beyond your control, bending over backwards until you're just a hollow version of yourself, desperately chasing the impossible task of making someone happy who cannot be satisfied. The most common phrase I hear from husbands is, "Nothing I do is ever enough." He buys flowers, wrong color. He plans a date, wrong place. He helps with chores, wrong way. He doesn't help, he's lazy. He works long hours, he's absent. He spends time at home, he lacks ambition. This endless criticism isn't truly about him at all. That's the liberating truth. The problem isn't his effort, it's the mechanism itself. I learned this the hard way. One woman said I wasn't romantic enough. So with the next I went all in. Surprise trips, poetry, grand gestures. She said I was too soft. With the third, I became dominant, decisive, masculine. She said I ignored her opinions. That's when I realized the dissatisfaction wasn't about me, it was a preloaded script, ancient programs, partly genetic, partly childhood conditioning, partly cultural, that made happiness elusive no matter what I did. Research shows nearly half of our personality traits, including optimism or pessimism, are inherited. Some women are literally born with brain chemistry tuned to notice the negative. Their default mode is complaint. Their baseline is dissatisfaction. Their normal is unhappiness. I've seen this across generations. Grandmother unhappy, mother unhappy, daughter unhappy. 3 generations who could win the lottery, marry the perfect partner, live in paradise, and still find fault. Because their minds are wired to search for what's wrong, not what's right. But genetics is only the foundation. The deeper damage comes from childhood programming. Some grow up with absent or abusive fathers, carrying resentment toward the masculine, convinced men will always disappoint. Others absorb their mother's chronic dissatisfaction, watching her complain, criticize, never content. The daughter learns this is normal female behavior. By adulthood, she's running her mother's software without even realizing it. And humans, unless conscious, will always choose the familiar over the happy. Dysfunction feels like home. Now, add modern expectations. Women are raised on fairy tales, romantic comedies, and social media highlight reels. They expect endless romance, adventure, diamonds, roses. Then reality arrives. Bills, chores, routines, ordinary human flaws. The gap between fantasy and reality becomes a breeding ground for misery. I knew a woman, let's call her Anna. Brilliant, beautiful, blessed with everything. She married a man who adored her. Within 6 months, she was miserable. Why? Because she believed marriage would heal her wounds, fill her emptiness, make her whole. When it didn't, she blamed him. He wasn't romantic enough, successful enough to fix what was broken inside her. But no external achievement can patch the holes that must be healed from within. And so the target keeps shifting. Bigger house, still unhappy. More attention, still unhappy. Now he's too clingy. Envy and comparison poison happiness at levels never seen before. Social media gives every woman a window into thousands of curated lives. She sees her colleague's anniversary gift, her sister's renovation, her friend's weight loss, her neighbor's new car. Each detail becomes proof of her own inadequacy. She compares her raw reality to everyone else's highlight reel. her genuine struggles to someone else's staged perfection. The result? A constant sense of not being enough. It's not that women are bad people, but many are taught from childhood to wear masks, to play roles, to be whoever they think they must be to attract and keep a man. Easygoing when demanding, sensual when detached, domestic when they despise housework, agreeable when they crave control. After marriage, the mask slips, and resentment follows. Resentment at having pretended, resentment at him for not seeing through the act. Performance drains energy. Exhaustion breeds resentment. Resentment becomes chronic dissatisfaction. Layered on top of this is the superiority narrative, women told they are queens, goddesses, prizes to be worshipped. Men are cast as inferior beings who exist to serve. But here's the paradox: you cannot respect what you consider beneath you. And without respect, happiness in a relationship is impossible. Many men encounter women who sabotage their own joy. They say they want stability yet stir chaos. They say they want peace yet ignite conflict. They say they want love yet push affection away. This isn't conscious manipulation, it's an unconscious script. Dysfunction feels familiar. Childhood wounds run so deep that happiness feels suspicious, so they destroy it before it can collapse. Convinced joy is impossible, they make it impossible. And here lies the darkest truth. For many women, unhappiness has become an identity. It's how they bond with shared complaints. It's how they draw attention by playing the victim. It's how they escape accountability by blaming others. After living in discontent for so long, they no longer know who they would be if they were truly happy. True happiness would demand a complete transformation, and that is terrifying. Trying to make an unhappy woman happy doesn't solve the problem, it makes it worse. One issue is resolved, another appears. One need is met, a new one emerges. Because unhappiness isn't about the problems, it's about identity. The consequences for men are devastating. Good men spend years, even lifetimes, trying to fill a void that cannot be filled from the outside. They sacrifice their own joy, their own confidence, their own identity, believing if I just try harder, she will finally be happy. But she won't, because her unhappiness was never about him. The hardest truth a man must accept is this: you cannot make an unhappy woman happy. If she carried unhappiness before you, she will carry it with you, and she will carry it after you. No amount of presence, effort, or love can repair what is broken within her. Only she can do that work. And most won't, because it's easier to blame you than to face themselves. The test is simple. Was she happy before you? Does she take responsibility for her emotions? Does she practice gratitude? Does she hold realistic expectations? If not, you are with someone chronically unhappy, and nothing you do will change that. Understanding this won't fix the problem, but it will free you from the futile effort of trying to repair what you didn't break. Her happiness is her responsibility. Until she accepts that, she will remain dissatisfied, no matter who she's with or what she has. And this is just one of the many hidden programs shaping our lives. If you're ready to stop walking in circles and uncover the deeper forces that define your choices, your relationships, and your reality, this is where the journey begins.